Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agriculture Support Program. We'll be joining our First Lady. She will be there. I think she's already seated. So, but our regular programming will continue. Viewers can continue watching Business Nigeria on our regular programs at TVC News Nigeria.
We're interrupting this program to bring you a live telecast. Our regular programs will continue shortly. Please stay tuned.
Indeed, privileged to have you with us today in Ogun State. I also extend a warm welcome to my sisters, distinguished wives of governors from Lagos. As mothers of your states, to impact the lives of women and the less privileged. I trust you are all enjoying the hospitality of the Gateway States. Ekabo to all of you. Only a few weeks after the inauguration of our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu last year, Her Excellency, the First Lady, invited all of us, the wives of the 36 governors, to join her in the vision of the Renewed Hope Initiative. The idea was very simple. Uplift Nigerian families through programs that impact people at the grassroots and provides opportunities across various critical sectors: education, economic empowerment, agriculture, social investment, and health. Since then, our First Lady has provided scholarships for students, of which Ogun State is a beneficiary. Secondly, this past December, families across all the 775 local governments in Nigeria received cash grants directly from the First Lady to celebrate Christmas. Then last month, we were called to nominate students who have chosen agriculture as a field of study for an all-expense-paid scholarship to Belarus. I think our First Lady deserves an appreciation and a round of applause. This is one amongst many. The Renewed Hope Initiative program directly contributes to SDG 1, No Poverty, SDG 5, Gender Equality, and SDG 10, Reduced Inequalities, which are crucial for our nation's development. In Ogun State, my husband, Prince Dakwa Abiodun's administration, is committed to implementing these goals and addressing the challenges faced by our women and vulnerable populations. Through initiatives like the Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program and the support of persons with disabilities, we are working towards creating a more inclusive and equitable society for all. Increasing women's access to agricultural finance is very, very crucial. It is a fact that financing women ensures greater impact in families with the potential to impact the whole community. This is particularly important in Nigeria's context, where economic development stimulated through agriculture can significantly impact several sustainable development goals. Supporting female farmers in Ogun State to engage with agro-processors and take advantage of the proximity to Lagos can benefit all stakeholders along the agricultural value chain. I appreciate the work of women leaders in agriculture and associations like Farmers for Progress, Nigeria Females in Agriculture, and others who are charting a way in the sector with the backing of our governor. On a final note, I want to point out that the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Law has existed now for 5 years. More people, governments, and organizations are committed to promoting the rights and the well-being of people living with disabilities. As the mother of a nation, Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, is now at the forefront of championing this cause and giving a voice to people living with disabilities like never before. The Renewed Hope Initiative Social Investment Program guarantees that people living with disabilities can continue to be productive members of society, contributing to our economy, and doing their part in nation building. When you speak to many people living with disabilities, all they are asking for is a chance to work and to be treated with dignity. So thank you to Her Excellency once again for making the difference. As we carry on the business of the day, I would like to once again express my deepest gratitude to Nigeria's First Lady, our mother, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, a mother indeed, for her tireless efforts in championing the cause of women's empowerment and Nigerians in general. I also thank all our distinguished guests and partners for their support and participation in this program. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's keep the applause. Let's keep the applause coming. That was Her Excellency Bamidele Abeokuta, First Lady Ogun State, and the Renewed Hope Initiative State Coordinator. So we'll be moving on very quickly with the program because our time is fast spent. And I'll be welcoming right now to the podium Her Excellency Engineer Tamino Minini Makinde, the First Lady Oyo State Southwest Zonal Chairman, for her goodwill message. Mawala o, Aya Makinde, awa mawala o, amola. Tamino Minini, Aya Makinde, awa mawala o, mawala o, Aya Makinde, awa mawala o, amola. Oyo State, Aya Makinde, awa mawala o, amola. Tamino Minini, Kabo, Tamino Minini, Kabo, Tamino Minini. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge our mommy, Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, for making it possible. Mommy, thank you. I also want to thank His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State. Your Excellency, thank you so much for all that you've put in for us to be gathered here. I want to acknowledge Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Mrs. Salako. I tried. Now, her name is Mrs. Salako. It's funny, right? Some of you cannot pronounce my name. I also want to appreciate all my sisters, Your Excellency Ogun, who just spoke. I also want to appreciate my very sister sitting next to me, Her Excellency Lagos, Her Excellency Oshun, Her Excellency Ekiti, Her Excellency Bayelsa for making it out to our zone, Her Excellency Cross River, I appreciate you. Her Excellency, my darling sister Edo, you're welcome. And Her Excellency Imo, thank you so much for being here.
To all the excellencies here present, our mommy, Mommy Obasanjo, you're welcome. All dignitaries that are present, you're all welcome. My dear women and beneficiaries of this agricultural support program, ladies and gentlemen of the press. My sister, Her Excellency Ogun, had said a lot. I really appreciate Mommy for what she has done. However, personally, it is a pleasure for me to be here this morning at this Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program for the Southwest Zone. I want to thank Her Excellency, our dear Mommy of this nation. Once again, thank you, our Mommy, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, for the great initiative aimed at promoting female farming and empowering female farmers in our country, Nigeria. The support program will undoubtedly go a long way to assist our women in enlarging their farming capacity, thereby enhancing food production in Nigeria, our country. Furthermore, I want to say, Mommy, thank you again. I really want to say thank you. Mommy, I want to say thank you again for all your developmental projects under the Renewed Hope Initiative program. Right now, as we speak, there is a program going on under this zone in Lagos, an ICT training program for women, so that women capacity can be able to carry what is coming ahead, and they'll be able to diversify and go out and do well. I want to say, Mommy, a question. To our beneficiaries now, please use the support you will be giving today effectively. Once more again, I cannot stop but thanking our Mommy, because it's her vision that has made us to gather here. So I want to say again, Mommy, thank you. We appreciate you. And we know if we thank you, you will give us more. So Mommy, a question. Are you not happy? Please clap for Mommy. For her laudable initiative to support women in agriculture through Renewed Hope Initiative program. I also want to thank our host, Her Excellency Bamidele Abiodun, the First Lady of Ogun State, for the warm reception that she has given to us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Excellency Ma. We're looking forward for more from you, and we appreciate what you have done. On that note, I want to wish all of us a safe trip back to our various destinations. Once again, thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Please keep the applause coming. That's the First Lady of Oyo State, Her Excellency Engineer Tamuna Minini Makinde. I practice your name very well, ma. Don't worry. So, up next is the goodwill message from our chief host. So I'd like to invite the cultural truth first before we take our next goodwill message. All right, so.
Yes. The cultural troupe will just entertain us briefly But we like to welcome the wives of the honorable ministers, Federal Republic of Nigeria, wives of distinguished legislators who are part of the entourage of the First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria. We indeed welcome you to the Gateway State, Ogun State, and we say welcome one more time. The cultural troupe, you have the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
In this beautiful country, lovers, land flowing with honey and milk, I am proud of Nigeria, my country. We are great forever. In this beautiful country, lovers, land flowing with honey and milk, I am proud of Nigeria, my country. We are great forever.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ jàre. Ọgbẹ́ tí yà lọ́wọ́ gbé ní sọ́lẹ̀ kékeré máa torí ẹ̀ yà disability for the fact that I'm physically challenged does not mean I'm vulnerable and useless. Let me tell you, these are my staff. I am a farmer, a proud one like that.
Is he your boss? Yes, he's your boss.
Let me boast your bubbles. I have lands in which I use for cultivating and animal rearing. Yes. I also venture into farming and I have a lot of fishes in my pond. Mo sì àgbẹ̀ ni mí, ọ̀rọ̀. O máa bọ̀ wáṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ má wọrí. I will help your company. O fẹ́ ṣàgbẹ̀ máa bọ̀ lóko má wọrí ìwọ náà wọlé. Ó yá jálọ.
No farmer, no nation. Our day yemure, our mother yemure. Ere o la o bo ma yo, Oluremi Tinubu do ma yo. Ere o la o bo ma yo, Bamidele do ma yo.
nítorí Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ èrè nìwà ọmọ ẹlẹ́gẹ̀mọ̀ òkú yẹ̀wọ̀yẹ̀wọ̀yọ̀ ọmọ adìrẹ́bẹ̀ lókùn ara òrókùn ara òrádìyẹ ọmọ òwúṣe ni ọ̀yọ̀yọ̀ yíyọ̀ ọ̀yọ̀yọ̀ báyọ̀ ọmọ òwúṣe ni ò lè pa ni ọmọ aládìyẹ ògùnmàgà tó yí mi àwọn kẹ̀kẹ̀kẹ̀ mẹ́fà níjẹ́ òyìnbó èjì yìí jẹ́ ní èjà ìjẹ́ ní èjì yókù ń kọ́ òun lọ́ fi bòṣẹ̀ lukú ilẹ̀ àtọ́bí ọlọ́mọ àdìsẹ́bí ìjẹ̀bú là ń rí ìjẹ̀bú oníṣẹ́bí ọmọ ìdíkọ̀ kan ọmọ ọ̀pátá ọmọ arójòjòyè.
Thank you very much. Shall we put it together for the award-winning cultural troupe, Ogun State? They've represented us at national events and international festival, and they've brought laurels to the Gateway State. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our governor in Ogun State is one with a vision that touches all the spheres of human endeavor in the Gateway State. He has come up with programs to better the lot of women. One of such is the Okowo Dapo, which empowers women to indeed bring to the fore their entrepreneurial schemes and indeed enlarge their business concern. There is this Ileradero extended to our women, most especially the pregnant ones, to ensure that they deliver free of charge in our various hospitals. And this administration under his leadership, since it was sworn in almost 5 years ago, has indeed promised to be fair, to be just, and to be equitable to all. Today, I am proud to now invite to address us the Governor of the Gateway State, His Excellency, Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON.
Road, Mr. Head, silent achievers. Àwọn ọmọ akọ́jà tún lè lọ́rùn. Academic achievers. Academic achievers.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, the Mother of the Nation, the National Chairman of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON. Her Excellency, the wife of the Senate President, former First Lady of Akwa Ibom State, Mrs. Ekaite Akpabio. Her Excellency, the wife of our Baba, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Mrs. Bola Obasanjo. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Ogun State and the Ogun State Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Oyo State and the Zonal Chairman of the Southwest Renewed Hope Initiative, Engineer Tamunomini Makinde. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Lagos State and the State Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Mrs. Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Ekiti State and the State Coordinator of the Renewed Hope Initiative, Dr. Olayemi Oyebanji. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Osun State
and also the state coordinator of the Renew Hope Initiative, Mrs. Titilola Adeleke. We have Her Excellency, the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Betsy Obaseki. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Imo State, Barrister Chioma Uzodima. Her Excellency, the First Lady of Bayelsa State, Her Excellency Dr. Gloria Diri. Her Excellency, my Deputy Governor, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele. Her Excellency, the wife of the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, the Deputy Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Bolanle Ajayi. She's here today representing herself and also the Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly. Your Excellencies and former Deputy Governors of Ogun State that are here, Her Excellency, Ogun State proudly displays an array of former Deputy Governors that are women. We're a gender-sensitive state. We have Her Excellency Alaja Salmond Badru, Her Excellency Mrs. Yetunde Ononuga. Permit me to recognize and appreciate all the wives of the former governors that are here present. We have the former First Lady of Ogun State is here with us, Mrs. Daniel. The former First Lady of Osun State is also here with us, Ms. Oyetola. We have with us wives of our distinguished and eminent National Assembly members are also here with us present today. We have wives of our service chiefs and wives of our honorable ministers. Permit me to particularly appreciate them specially because they took off from Abuja with our First Lady and Mother of the Nation. Sadly, they could not land at our airport for weather-related reasons. They had to go to Lagos and then had to drive all the way from Lagos to be here because they were determined to be part of today's occasion. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Permit me to recognize some of those that worked tirelessly alongside with the Office of the First Lady to make this event not just a reality but a success, particularly the Secretary of State Government, Mr. Togumo Talabi, and all the members of the committee that worked very hard to make this day a success. Our newly sworn-in head of service is here, Mr. Kehinde Onosoyan. First Lady, our head of service is just a day old in office. We have with us, I'm just reminded that the former First Lady of Kebbi is here. Mrs. Bagudu, the wife of my friend, is here. Our royal majesties are here in their numbers. We have our paramount rulers are here with us. Permit me to quickly recognize and appreciate His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Babatunde Ajayi, CFR, the Akarigbo and paramount ruler of Remoland, who also doubles as the chairman of the Ogun State Council of Obas. His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, CFR, the Alake and paramount ruler of Egbaland. And His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Kehinde Olugbele, MFR, the Olu and paramount ruler of Yewaland. His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono, CFR, the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebuland, is hereby ably represented by none other than his beautiful wife, Olori Kemi Adetono. Please give her a round of applause. Permit me to thank and appreciate all other royal highnesses that have come here in their numbers. all here to support me so that I'm not too intimidated by this array of women. Let me also at this time appreciate all those who have come from far and near, particularly those who would be beneficiaries from the Southwest states, all our Southwest women leaders, all spouses of state government functionaries, all our Olojas, Egbe Oloja, all members of various groups and associations, all distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Her Excellency, please, I apologize for this very extensive protocol recognition. It is indeed with profound respect and honor that I am part of this very pivotal gathering of the inauguration of the agricultural support and support for people living with disabilities for Southwest women, a program of the Renewed Hope Initiative, an exemplary initiative of Her Excellency, distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, First Lady of Nigeria and wife of our President. The steadfast commitment and dedication of Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, across the epochs of our democracy is well documented and admired. From her transformative tenure as First Lady of Lagos State to her formidable presence and contributions in the red chambers of National Assembly, and now her nurturing influence, steadfastness, and focus as Nigeria's mother. Her contributions are definitely a testament to her visionary leadership. On behalf of the people and government of this great state, it is my privilege to welcome Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, and her esteemed delegation to our state for her first official visit to the Southwest Nigeria. I was telling Her Excellency earlier on, this is the first time a sitting First Lady will visit Ogun State, probably in the last 25 years. Her Excellency, your presence today fortifies our aspirations and embodies the spirit of the renewed hope agenda, especially through this very laudable initiative like the Women's Agricultural Program. I extend a special recognition to the First Lady of Ogun State and my wife, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, and all her counterparts from the Southwest region. Her Excellency, Mrs. Makinde, the Southwest Coordinator, Her Excellency, the First Lady of Lagos, First Lady of Osun, First Lady of Ekiti, First Lady of Ondo, and all the other First Ladies have come from outside this zone. We have the First Lady of Bayelsa, I understand the First Lady of Cross River is here, the First Lady of Akwa Ibom, former First Lady of Akwa Ibom is here, First Lady of Edo is here. Your Excellencies, your presence today is an honor and a testament to your contributions to our society, and we deeply value. I convey my deepest appreciation to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his insightful acknowledgement of the pivotal role women play in the heartbeat of our nation, especially within the agricultural sector. His leadership's unwavering support for women's advancement, particularly in agriculture and food security, a priority of Renewed Hope agenda, illuminates a path towards equitable opportunities and prosperity for all. Today, we stand at a milestone juncture, affirming our commitment to the agri sector and gender empowerment within the Southwest region. The Renewed Hope Initiative program symbolizes our determination to uplift women farmers, fortify the agricultural framework, and align with the sustainable development goals to ensure food security and sufficiency. As we renew our hope and recommit ourselves to empowering women in agriculture, let us recognize that investing in women extends beyond a moral obligation. It is a strategic investment in the fabric of our nation's future. Today's agenda is a reflection of this fabric and in tandem with our mother's favorite quote, "When you empower a woman, you empower a nation." Her Excellency, in the past 4.5 years, our administration has prioritized women's welfare and empowerment, recognizing their significant presence in our population. We've implemented programs to boost the status of women by including them in politics, in governance, and economic activities, as well as providing education for girls. As recalled by my wife, through the Okowo Dapo's Women Empowerment Scheme, over 50,000 women have grown their businesses with additional funding from the federal government's Nigeria for Women project. The total investment now stands at about 1.5 billion. The Ogun State Broiler Empowerment Scheme, through which day-old chicks were given to women and broilers of taken from them every 90 days, have empowered over 500 women agripreneurs. Our intervention in the health sector, through our flagship health insurance scheme, has made healthcare more affordable and accessible. We have launched our Ibidero program that is specifically targeted to our pregnant indigent women for prenatal delivery, postnatal, and neonatal care for free. Since its launch, together with other interventions, we have successfully reduced maternal and child mortality rates in the state. Administration also takes pride in strides that we have made in supporting women farmers. Initiatives are not just empowering them with resources, but we are fostering them so that their contributions can continue to thrive and be sustained. Our assembly here in the fertile expanse of Southwest, graced with abundant resources and arable land, is a reminder of the untapped potential. Despite this bounty, we acknowledge the obstacles that women face in agriculture and other sectors of the economy. I can assure you that Ogun State is determined to work with women to overcome all these obstacles. This program, Your Excellency, holds a special resonance as it mirrors the resilience and tenacity of women in Ogun State and the Southwest. Their spirit is integral to driving agricultural innovation and economic growth within our communities. First Lady Ma, I know you are well aware that Ogun State is the industrial capital of Nigeria, with over 6,000 manufacturers who depend on raw materials, mostly agro-value chain raw materials. This, without a doubt, justifies your choice of using Ogun State for the launch of this Southwest Renewed Hope Initiative for Women in Agriculture. Let me also emphasize that today we had the privilege of having you land in our gateway agro-cargo airport, an airport that we built within 2.5 years, the fastest built airport anywhere in the world. This airport, by virtue of its name, agro-cargo airport, epitomizes our commitment to connecting Ogun State and the broader Southwest region to the global market, positioning us as an agricultural nexus in Africa. The Gateway Airport is an aerotropolis meaning an airport city, that consists of international cargo, special cargo processing zone, and quality assurance center, and so many other initiatives to allow for the efficient processing of the agro-value chain. We are aligned with the Renewed Hope Initiative Women's Agri-Support Program because we can see it unlocking new possibilities for women and strengthening food security. I assure you that this initiative, rooted in agricultural society, will sow seeds of opportunity and prosperity, breaking new grounds for a future where the potential of every woman is realized and our agricultural domain flourishes with vitality. Once again, I want to appreciate Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, for your visionary leadership and dedication to empowering women, not just in agriculture. I want to also extend my gratitude to all partners, stakeholders, all the women that have come from far and near, all Her Excellencies, the wives of my friends and counterparts, wives of ministers, members of the National Assembly, service chief, National Assembly representatives, and all other women. I want to thank you for coming to be part of this auspicious occasion and noble cause. I wish all of you journey masses back to your destination, and God bless you all. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
Àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Please keep the applause coming. Keep the applause coming. His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, the Governor of Ogun State, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Excellencies. So the moment we have all been waiting for is upon us, and I have the singular honor to welcome for the keynote address a prayerful mother, a woman of influence, a visionary leader, the mother of the nation, the wife of the president of the biggest black nation on earth, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON.
Thank you very, very much. If I tell you I'm not overwhelmed, I'm extremely, extremely overwhelmed. I don't know where to start the protocol list from, but I think you would please let me stand on the governor's existing protocol. The day is fast spent, and I'll just take it bit by bit, and then all the women who came out, I will celebrate all of you together. I'm indeed overwhelmed because you came from different profession, from different standing, and it is overwhelming. But I think for traditionally, I will start with our royal fathers who came out today. Kábíyèsí mojuba yín o, ẹ pẹ́ fún wa o. And our mother, the one who has been taking care of our Baba, and making Baba is doing pong 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 all the time. Akin, ẹ túbọ̀ pẹ́ fún Baba. Baba wa náà dẹ̀ pẹ́ fún wa. Ọlọ́run fún yín lókun. Our host for today, what can I say? I was thinking, I said, this event is just a small event, and it's really turned it into something else. You can see when he was talking about all the things he wanted to do for the state, and I was saying mine is just a trickle of a little bit of a drop of water in the ocean and a little grain of sand. And look at all the things he's brought out for the people of, and the benefit of the people of Ogun State. And I salute you, sir. And your sweetheart, she was standing somewhere here. Thank you very much. So all our ladies, and I think, what is this lady's name? Is that Fashola? Huh? Are you? You see what I'm saying? Yeye Oshun Abi? Huh? You can see every woman. I've only seen her on the social media. And I do, because, you know, we are all in the AI generation. And a lot of women, is it ministers' wives that they were stuck in Lagos for so many hours? Or all the governors' wives that came from South, I was shocked. You know, they came all the way. I said, what are you all doing at the airport? And Auntie Stella Okoli is here. Olori Awujale is here. I don't know where to start from, but God will be with all of you. Our Yoloja, Baba Oloja, mo ki gbogbo yin o, ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú múlé lọ́wọ́. It's good to be back home again. I'm also Erelu Areago of Egbaland. I hope you know that. So I'm coming back to Abeokuta. Ẹ ṣé, mo dúpẹ́, coming back here and to where I hail from the southwest, you know, it's just like coming back home. It's really, really a great honor. Senators' wives, everyone, ministers' wives, I don't know where to start. Wives of service chiefs, all the First Lady, Mrs. Akpabio, we've been together since morning. God bless all of you. And we pray that this journey we've all started will be fruitful. We will not regret it. And we pray that, you know, Nigeria will become prosperous and better than the way we saw it. Like I always said, the glory of the latter house of Nigeria will be greater than the former. So eyes have not seen what will happen. We can see it's begin to happen, and God will continue to keep it that way. Thank you very much. I have a little long speech, but I want you to listen. We have a lot of programs we will be birthing in subsequent weeks, but we'll take our time, but I won't take much time. I will quickly go through it. Thank you very much. And the members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, the press, thank you for the support today. I'm delighted to be in Abeokuta, Ogun State for the Southwest Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program. After such a long time, it is good to be back here again. On the 28th of February 2024, we were in the Southeast Zone in Imo State for the maiden edition of this program. I commend the dedication of the beneficiaries in the zone, and it is my hope that very soon they will begin to reap bountiful harvests. Today, we are flagging off the Renewed Hope Initiative Agricultural Support Program for the Southwest Zone in fulfillment of our promise to continue to promote the women folk, particularly farmers across the nation. As we speak, this program is holding simultaneously in 3 other zones, namely North Central, Plateau State, Northeast, Borno State, Northwest, Kebbi State, while the South will be hosted at a later date. The administration of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, recognizes the pivotal role that agriculture plays in achieving sustainable development and ensuring food sufficiency. Therefore, the Renewed Hope Initiative's commitment to supporting women's farmers nationwide aligns with the broader national agenda to strengthen the agricultural sector. Today, we are supporting 20 women farmers per state in the Southwest with the sum of 500,000 naira each. To this end, a draft of 10 million naira per state for the Southwest Zone will be handed over to the First Ladies of Ekiti, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, and Oyo states, who are the RHI state coordinators for onward disbursement to all beneficiaries in their respective states. These farmers are those in the agrarian sector, animal husbandry, poultry, and fish farming. In a short while, the Renewed Hope Initiative will be collaborating with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to empower potential farmers. In this phase, 75% of the beneficiaries will be young female farmers, while 25% will be for young male farmers. They will all be specially identified, trained, and empowered. Also, the pre-identified 80 farmers, women farmers in each state for our agricultural support program will be carried along. I want to implore our women farmers receiving support today to seize this opportunity to expand their agricultural ventures, contribute to local and national food production, and serve as role models for others aspiring to join the agricultural sector. I'm confident that this initiative will not only transform the lives of the individual beneficiaries, but also contribute to the food sufficiency in Southwest Zone. I urge all our stakeholders, including government officials, community leaders, and non-governmental organizations, to work hand in hand to support local farmers to ensure food security in our communities and nation at large. Given the mood of today, we have decided to have a twin event. The Renewed Hope Initiative Social Investment Program will be empowering 100 persons with disability, small business owners in Ogun State, with the sum of 100,000 naira each to recapitalize their existing businesses. All are pre-selected recipients of the grants will receive the funds today through our RHI coordinator for Ogun State, Her Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun. I would like to use this opportunity to inform you about some of the upcoming and ongoing activities of the Renewed Hope Initiative. Every Home a Garden. Every Home a Garden competition for the first time women farmers is still on. This program is designed to encourage our women to grow a garden in their homes. It does not cost much to grow food at home. This garden is to feed your families and share with your neighbors. The goal of this is to ensure food in every home. Hence, the slogan of this initiative is #food on every table. I encourage you all to spread the word in your communities. The winner of this competition will go home with 20 million naira. Entries. Are you not excited? It could be you, and it could also be me. Entries are to be submitted through the State First Ladies by October 2024. We've been advertising on NTA regularly. So when you do that, just send a clip of the video to the First Lady of your state. She is the one to pick the best winner for the state. The best garden in the state will be selected by the State First Lady and sent to my office, while the overall winner out of the 37 presented, representing all states of the Federation, and the FCT will be announced in December 2024. Then we also have the Young Farmers Club. We will soon be launching the Young Farmers Club in public schools across the nation. The motto of this club is "Growing the food I eat starts with me." The club will be launched in state-owned primary and secondary schools. This initiative is to encourage farming among a young population. The first school to start the club, either primary or secondary, will have their members kitted with branded club t-shirts and trousers. And all the KBSC will remember that in those days, I know you started it before us, that we have garden in our schools, that we grow crops. And I think this is the time to start with our children once again. The school with the best farm for each state would be identified and prizes will be given to them, ranging from school renovations, equipping of school science laboratories, provision of ICT equipment, and upgrading school libraries as their preference may be. I encourage all public schools to participate as soon as possible and identify students who are interested in joining the club. The #One Nigeria Unity Fabric. As we are in Abeokuta, the home of rich fabric and textile designs, I am happy to also inform you of our national fabric competition. #One Nigeria unity fabric. This competition seeks to create a fabric that is indigenous, promotes peace, and unifies us as Nigerians. The competition is open to all Nigerians within and outside the shores of Nigeria, within the ages of 15 to 25 years old. We decided to choose this age bracket because we need to engage our youth positively. So they love money, and the best thing, they should try to work to get that money. The winner of this competition will be given a cash prize of 25 million naira to be channeled towards his or her education or business venture. If the child is around 15 years old, then he can use it for their education, even the 25-year-old as well. So, and if the 25-year-old wants to have a business venture, as the case may be, they are welcome to the money. Calls for the entries has begun, and submission of entries closes 30th June 2024. The Unity Fabric will be launched on the 1st of October 2024. Right now, entries are very few, and I'm surprised. People should encourage their young people. This fabric means a lot. It means a lot to the coming generation, because we know Nigeria, we are so fragmented. We know we're a group of different cultures who are being pulled together to be called Nigeria. So what do we show for it? When we go to, I was coming to Egba now, I said I have to wear adireleko. So not that we won't do that, but you know, there should be one fabric that will unify all of us. And I think this is the legacy we can leave for our children, so that the discrimination can be reduced during their time. So please encourage young people around your community to send their entries in. So I'm directly even picking the best fabric. To the glory of God, on March 28, 2024, I was made the global and national Stop TB champion by the Global Stop TB Partnership, Geneva, Switzerland. And I think you heard, I said TB, tuberculosis. The first ladies of the 36 states of the Federation were also made Stop TB champions of their respective states. Hence, Her Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun is the Stop TB champion for Ogun State. As champions, our role is to spread awareness about tuberculosis. I want to seize this opportunity to tell you all that tuberculosis is not a shameful thing. It is a disease that is preventable, treatable, and curable if detected early and treated properly. Therefore, we should be a brother's keeper. Encourage people with prolonged coughing to go for testing and not stigmatize them. Let us also ensure that our children are immunized as and when due. We will in earnest start a comprehensive advocacy campaign on tuberculosis. As we speak, Nigeria is still having the highest number of tuberculosis cases in sub-Saharan Africa. So also it is HIV/AIDS. While we are still at this, would you believe that Nigeria has the highest number of HIV/AIDS infection in sub-Saharan Africa, especially mother-to-child transmission? My office will be starting an advocacy campaign on this very soon. Also, we are going to be training midwives. So we have a lot to do for this year, and I thank all of you, and I thank all our RHI state coordinators, your excellencies, for your support and commitment at ensuring the goals and objectives of the Renewed Hope Initiative are achieved. In closing, I want to express my sincere gratitude to the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Prince Dakwa Abiodun, CON, and the First Lady, Her Excellency Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, also the Deputy Governor, Engineer Salako, thank you so much for their warm reception and continued support. To all those involved in organizing and implementing Renewed Hope Initiative Women Agricultural Support Program nationwide, I thank you all. Finally, I look forward to witnessing the impact of this intervention in the lives of our women farmers and the broader agricultural community across Nigeria. I know we partnered with NIDA in NALDA in the Southwest Zone. The promise they made for us, which we will still try to find out, is once these farmers are identified, their crops will be mopped up by them, they will buy them over, so they don't have to be looking for market. So we'll still say if that still stands, then we'll introduce it to all the zones. Thank you, and may this renewed hope in agriculture bring bountiful harvest for prosperity and well-being for us all. God bless Ogun State, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Oluremi o. Oluremi o.
Yes, Senator. Thank you.
Tinubu o.
Her Excellency. Hello. Her Excellency.
Hello.
We would like to specially request for Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, who will respectfully ask for Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu to kindly present the checks to the various First Ladies who are the state coordinators for the Renewed Hope Initiative. I know you wanted to request, so kindly we'll have all the various First Ladies, yes, to present all the checks to the various state coordinators, which are the First Ladies. We'll start with the First Lady of Oyo State, who is the Zonal Chairman, Southwest Renewed Hope Initiative, Engineer Tamno Minini Makinde. Let's give a round of applause as we welcome State Coordinator, Her Excellency Ms. Bamidele Abiodun.
Oluremi Domayo, ere o, Oluremi, ere o, la o fomayo, ere o, Aya Tinubu, ere o.
Up next, we have is the State Coordinator for Lagos State, Her Excellency Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. Up next is the State Coordinator for Osun State, Her Excellency Titilola Adeleke. And also, we have Her Excellency, the State Coordinator for Ekiti State, Her Excellency Dr. Olayemi Oyebanji. And also, the State Coordinator for Ondo State, Her Excellency Olamide Juliana Falano.
Olamide ola o for mayo. Olamide do mayo. Ere o. Ere ola o for mayo. Do mayo. Ere o. Bamide ola o for mayo.
Thank you very much. The pressmen, are you satisfied with the photograph? Let them spread so that. Thank you. We like to appreciate the presence of Oluri Oluwakemi Adetono, the Oluri Awujale of Ijebuland. Thank you very much. Of course, the Group Managing Director, Emzo Pharmaceutical Industries Limited, Dr. Stella Okoli, OON. We appreciate your presence here today as well. Our own distinguished entrepreneur and lover and support of women, especially Wesley Creations Tailoring Institute, Otumba Wasiu Taiwo. Thank you for gracing this occasion. And of course, our own YOD who is here. Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you very much. Now we have the flag off. Okay, can we have the members of the...
So we'd like the representatives of the persons living with disability. We're going to call 6 of them up right now. Mr. Femi Erayoto, spinal cord injury cluster. There are 6 of them. We're going to come forward now to pick up their checks for My Excellency. Please come forward as I call out your name. Mr. Femi Erayoto, spinal cord injury cluster. We have the Oyebanji Oluwadamilare, the physical disability cluster. We have the Falilat Oduowo leprosy cluster. Michael Eboho, the blind cluster. You don't have to go too far. Yeah. And Mr. Femi Adeosun, the deaf cluster. We also have Mrs. Shadare Adebimbe, the intellectual cluster. So there are 6 of them. Please come up. There you go. So we have various clusters: the spinal cord, physical disability, the leprosy, blind, deaf, and intellectual cluster. Yes, there are 6. As we know, there are about 100 of them, but these are just representatives of the various clusters. So we have about 100, but we have all these gentlemen and ladies representing the various clusters of the persons living with disability. And as our First Lady has told us in her speech, there's quite a number of programs that the Renewed Hope Initiative will be launching in the coming weeks. We have the Young Farmers Club. We have the Best Farm competition at home. The Unity Fabric Initiative competition. And these are initiatives that are highly commendable, and we're hoping that in the coming months, we'll begin to see participation across the nation.
Okay, I was just asking them questions what they do, so that we know that money is put in good hands. So we thank God that we know that disability doesn't mean that you cannot work. So, and I want to really salute and commend them to show our young people that you should do something, please, and work hard. So today we are going to flagging off the planting seasons for 2024 planting season in Ogun State, and we have fertilizers. They said I shouldn't touch it, so whoa. So we have pesticides, and then we have seedlings. That's maize seeds. So and we have some chicks. Day-old chicks in, they said these are 5 weeks because I can see their heads up. So we pray that the planting season this year, 2024, will grow well and our fruit will be plentiful. I said it will be plentiful to the glory of God and the benefit. And the benefit of not just the people of Ogun State, but for the entire nation. In Jesus' name.
Amen. A round of applause, a round of applause. The formal flag off.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this year's harvest
will be bountiful by God's grace. That's fine.
That was the formal flag off of the 2024 Ogun State planting season, performed by Her Excellency, the First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria. After the photo session and of course the national anthem, the First Lady will move out for the formal distribution of all that we have said today so that the farmers can go and indeed have the planting season. We request their excellencies and all the dignitaries for the photo session, please. All right. After the closing national anthem, we'll just take the photo session and their excellencies can take their leave outside. May I request that all of us should be upstanding now. Thank you very much. Shall we rise as we take the national anthem? Thank you very much. We quickly have the photo session. Please, members of the press team, the photographers, get set After these, Her Excellency, the First Lady, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned. Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
The Inspector General of Police has met with senior officers to review the state of security.
We are continuing our coverage of the arrest of Godwin Emefiele.
The Senate has summoned the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to properly brief the Senate regarding the state of the economy.
President Bola Tinubu has announced the total removal of fuel subsidy.
The first subsidy is gone. What I will never take is threat.
Let's now bring you more development from Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, where an explosion has taken place. Tell us about this incident.
TVC News. First with breaking news.
Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria, is setting the pace with groundbreaking infrastructure projects and innovative social programs for economic development. Join us every week for Gateway Diary, where we spotlight the incredible initiatives and achievements of Ogun State government under the leadership of Governor Dapo Abiodun. Discover how Prince Dapo Abiodun and his team are empowering communities, fostering economic growth, and enhancing the quality of life for the good people of Ogun State. With exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and real-time stories from the people, Gateway Diary offers authentic and inspiring insight into the progress and prosperity of Ogun State. Gateway Diary, showing at this time.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking it.
Day of Fitri celebrations to mark the completion of the one-month-long fast have come and gone, but the need to sustain the lessons and good deeds cannot be overemphasized. This was the cross of Eid al-Fitr messages by clerics and leaders like Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and President Bola Tinubu, who celebrated the festival in Lagos. We have these stories and more in this episode of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù.
President Bola Tinubu says the renewed hope is alive, well and fine, urging Nigerians to be very hopeful. President Tinubu said this when he joined other Muslims to perform the Eid al-Fitr prayers at the Dodon Barracks praying ground in Ikoyi, Lagos. We were there. Security is expected to be watertight anywhere the president visits. The joint security forces are not taking anything to chance at the Dodon Barracks Eid ground, where President Bola Tinubu is expected to pray. Holy Prophet of Islam, peace be upon him, says attending the 8 prayers and joining in the supplications are blessed act of virtue. The president is accompanied by top government functionaries. Eid al-Fitr is a spiritual celebration of Allah's provision of strength and endurance for the Muslim faithful to fast for 29 to 30 days from dawn till dusk, engaged more in spiritual activities like the Taraweeh, the evening prayer, Tahajjud, night vigil, Zakat and Sadaqah charity. Some spent the last 10 days of Ramadan or even the whole month in itikaf, seclusion. Others left for Umrah, for the lesser Hajj, to circumambulate the Holy Kaaba, all to seek the mercy of Allah. On a day like this, Muslims the world over will converge on Eid grounds to mark the end of the holy month of Ramadan with a 2-unit congregational prayer.
Allahu Akbar.
The raising of hands to say additional takbir, Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest, than the usual is part of the practices that make Eid prayers unique.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
In his sermon, the chief imam of Lagos, Sheikh Sulaiman Abunola, wants Nigerians to believe in the country and the President Tinubu's development agenda.
We call upon the government at all levels to provide more palliatives to alleviate the plight of our people. Do not lose hope in Allah's blessing. As people, don't let us lose hope. Let us have faith in our nation. Let us believe in our nation.
We should sustain that good behavior. Even though Ramadan is gone, as Muslims, we must show empathy to fellow Muslims, Christians, non-believers. It's not for us to judge.
For Mr. President, the kind of endurance the Muslim faithful had during the month of Ramadan should be emulated by all Nigerians and preserved for the country.
Be kind and be cheerful giver. Love our country better than any other country. That's the only one that we have. And we must continue to protect the integrity of our government and leadership. The new hope is alive, well and fine, and Nigerians will continue to be very hopeful. Without hope, there's no salvation. Without hope, there's no development. Without hope, there's no life.
We believe in what the president is doing simply because he's the only one who has had the courage to try and get things right. And it will be tough, it will be challenging, but then it is incumbent on all of us to give him support. And that support is crucial. We can go through and see what has happened all over the world. During the Second World War, the American economy was run by the women. The factories were operated by the women for the men to go to the war front so that we can have democracy today. Otherwise, we would have had oppression. So what the president is doing is commendable. It is tough, I must tell you the truth, but we need courage. And I'm sure that, especially with this Naira going down, things will improve.
Fasting during the holy month of Ramadan is the 4th pillar of Islam. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged citizens to desist from speaking ill of Nigeria, but continue to pray and wish the country well for the good of all. The governor, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, gave the advice at the 2024 Eid al-Fitr celebration organized by the first family of the state with the theme, Allah will not change the way of the people until they change what is in their hearts. Muslim faithful converged at the Lagos House, Ikeja venue of the Eid al-Fitr celebration put together by the first family of the state.
ẹni bá fẹ́ yóò wá nẹ́bí náwó ọ̀tún ẹ̀ sókè báyìí sọ pé sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
This celebration was to mark the end of the month-long fasting in the month of Ramadan. It is also an avenue to preach peace and love for the country. The State Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat said Nigerians need to change their thoughts and speak positively about the country. He noted that God will not change anything for any society until the people decide to change what is in their minds.
If we continue to curse our country, say bad things about our country, well, that's what we want. So it's important, everybody, and we all know the story of Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam, is the prayer that he prayed. That's why all of us, we are going by air, by water, by road, we are going to Mecca. So we must pray for our country, we must pray for our leadership so that our country can know peace.
Speaking further, the Deputy Governor called on the people to have empathy, be their brothers' keepers, and promote good parenting, especially at this time in the country.
As Muslims, we also know what we are doing with our children. We also know how
Local farm settlement, where are you? Abeokuta, Enola, Enobon, Abeokuta, First Lady, thank you very much.
Thank you.